Hello, good morning, Alanka. It has started now.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. I was checking from my side whether anything wrong.
No problem. We start at 9 o'clock sharp every day. Sonia, can you hear me now? Sonia, Sonia, please chat or come on the webcam, unmute yourself. Sonia is not muted from our end, right? All right. Tamalika, Sonia, Alankar, welcome again. Good morning to you guys. So I'll start with good morning. I'll start with the general guidelines. The internet online users, please make sure that you're using at least 4 Mbps internet speed and be regular to the sessions. You get 3 recordings, but the classroom environment won't be the same that of when you see a video. You won't be able to take part in it. You won't be able to ask questions. And if you have any problem with the audio, Sonia, please change to computer audio. And hello, can you hear me? Can you talk? Unmute yourself and talk. All right. Make sure that you're logging into the session 10 minutes prior. And do not use speakerphones, use the headphones. Hello, Sonia.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, how are you? What happened yesterday? Okay, just hold it, Sonia. I'll come back to you. Yeah, so the sooner the better result. Okay, yeah, make sure that you're taking the exam date soon so you know what you're preparing for, how you should prepare for the test. Now, coming up, this slide is the coaching support executive contact details. If you have any problem logging into the webinar, these are the names that you should go to. The morning shift staff, Rajini, Sudipti, and Pawan Kumar with their extension and email address. Make sure that you are contacting Y-Access with your registered email address with Access. Okay, next one, LMS support. Alanga, were you able to log into LMS yesterday?
Yes,
Okay.
I have logged in.
Okay, if you don't find the same category that you have applied for ITS, if you find some different things or if it stopped working or some things answer, just let us know, we'll fix it for you. With your registered email address, you should tell the batch details and don't mark CC, BCC on the email and we'll get in touch with you. Okay, next one will show how you can book dates, how IELTS.support@y-access.com. You can mail us and we'll get in touch with you to help you book a slot with your registered email address and mobile number. Okay, so we'll move to Sonia. I hope you heard. Hello, welcome, no problem. Morning. Okay, Sonia, could you please unmute, come on the webcam and introduce yourself. Yesterday I couldn't see you. Sonia, are you there? Disappeared. Sonia? Can you please come? Hello, can you please come on the webcam? Are you using phone? Sonia, you have to check your connectivity, your internet speed, and please try to use desktop or laptop. Okay. Hello, Sonia, can you hear me? Just put it in chat, whatever problem that you're facing, if you can hear me clearly. Can you speak up? Check your mic setting, your audio setting. All right. So Ganesh, how are you doing? How was your day yesterday? Evening?
Just been traveling around.
Okay. Alankar, Tamalika, what you did yesterday evening? Did you do some reading practice? I mean, speaking practice?
I was working whole day yesterday, so didn't get time for project. I was working till midnight.
Fine, you don't need a specific time to speak in English. You can even think, right?
Yes,
Okay. So make sure that you practice in something each day so that you won't leave off from the class. You know, whatever you are.
sure.
So, okay. Now, as you can see on the slide, we'll just have a quick recap of yesterday's class in session number 2, IELTS speaking. So yesterday we learned that, we understood that you have 3 parts for speaking. Part 1, which is the interview round. Part 2 is a cue card or long term. Okay, that is the only round where you get time to prepare. Otherwise, the examiner asks few questions, you have to reply back. Okay, now part 3 will be discussion where you have to answer, you have to give your opinion, maybe argue in a polite manner with the examiner, give your strong opinion on something. That is how the part C will go. It will have a little more time to speak for to the questions. Any chat from Sonia? All right. Fine. So part 0 happens before part 1, before the test actually begins. That is more like a polite gesture. You have to make sure that you're answering in a polite way. So if you're using phone, please move to desktop. Okay. Now this part is not at all tested. This is not recorded. Okay. As you enter the hall, your examiner will greet you, will tell good morning, and maybe he or she will introduce himself or herself. Okay, good morning, my name is Hebseba Mary, and the examiner might say, you can call me Hebseba. Okay, if he or she doesn't say, you don't have to call Mr. or something, Mr. or Mrs. with the first name. It's not right to use Mr. with the first name or title with the first name. If you're using a title, you have to use the last name of the person. So don't use sir or anything, use the first name if you want to address the examiner sometime. Otherwise, just don't say anything. You don't have to ask any questions to the examiner. He will greet himself and then he'll go to ask your name. What is your full name? Or can you give me your full name? Can you speak and can you tell me your full name? So what do you tell? My names. You don't you can contract my names rather than saying my name is, don't say that. My name is Hepzibah or my full name is Hepzibah Mary. You can call me Hepzibah. If you don't say that, just tell that very clearly and slow because if it's a foreign name, the examiner might not catch it. So make sure that you are telling it right and slow so that the examiner can call your name towards maybe for the next question and all. So my names, okay, not my name is Hepzibah. Okay, now later the examiner will go up and ask your hometown, maybe where do you come from, or where do you live? Okay, what was the question asked you? The part 3, hometown question.
Yesterday.
No, for the exam, your previous exam. You wrote IELTS, right?
No, I didn't write it.
Oh, okay, this is the first time. Okay, then what test did you appear for?
Then I had 85 in English, so didn't want IELTS.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay. So this is not tested at all, just to know the examiner as an introduction. Okay, so next they will ask you where you come from. So you can say I am from, or you can say I come from, not I am coming from, I come from, okay? And then the examiner will ask you for your identification, for your passport directly. So what you do, don't throw it on the table, just politely tell, here it is. Sure, have a look, okay? Just politely give to the examiner and after checking your name, he will give back to you. Now after this, he or she will go to part 1, which is the interview. So, from part 1, your exam, your test is being recorded. Fine. Each and every word that you say, you have to tell very clearly. It is not recorded for your sake, for the examiners. Okay? The examiner is a person that you meet. The person that you're going to meet in that room will decide your score, your speaking score. Soon after you leave, the score is made up. Maybe you can see sometimes examiner students say that in front of them itself they'll be writing something. So don't get carried away with all that. Just concentrate on your speaking. Okay, so as I told you, listening, reading, writing takes place on one day. Okay, that exam is for 2 hours and 44 minutes. Now, speaking can be for 11 to 14 minutes. It's a face-to-face interview with the person that you're going to meet. Okay, next slide. Now, I noticed that we sometimes have words that we often repeat in a casual talk. Okay, that is fine if it's casual. If you're talking with your family or friends, that is fine. But for a test, you have to show that you have better words than commonly used words like, or low-level words like, next slide, low-level words like or good or really. These are the words that you often use. So we'll look into 2 words today. Like, you can say similarly, as it is, or such as, same as, much the same. For instance, if you give some example, this is like that, for instance. Or if you're using really all the time, you can tell certainly, surely, unquestionably, undeniably, in actuality, in reality, or in truth. Okay, that's how you find synonyms for really. If you find yourself repeating this word, just try to put one of these words. Okay, maybe go for 3 words from this, and make sure next time you are about to repeat, just put that in the same structure. Okay, now the ly words, as you notice, comes at the beginning of sentences. Ly. Yeah, the words will come at the beginning. It has a suffix with ly, like fortunately, or certainly. This usually comes in the beginning of sentences and it carries overall meaning of the rest of the sentence. Okay? By the time you use fortunately, the examiner knows that you know what the content is about and you are letting the examiner know this is going to be a positive sentence. Fortunately, I cracked the exam, I cracked the test. Okay? Or unfortunately, my grandfather passed away. So as you tell this word, it carries a meaning of the rest of the sentence. So make sure you use ly words. Don't overuse it. Don't tell that for every sentence. Just keep it in mind. Okay, now any questions or doubts or any fear in speaking? Are you thorough with the pattern, how the test will go? Alankar, Sonia, Tamlika, any problem?
No, it just I want to know about means if I attend my exam from South Africa, does this accent matters in the speaking module?
Accent doesn't matter, your pronunciation might matter because it has to be clear enough for the exam taker, I mean the examiner to listen to. If he or she shouldn't strain to understand certain words that you're speaking.
Okay,
And
okay,
not a problem. And make sure
but
you use some tone and intonation, bring some intonation into your speaking, and so that you don't sound like a robot. Okay, next slide. We'll go through some questions also today. Next one. Next. Go on. Next. Okay, stop there. Now, who does the time managing, or how are you scored? Sometimes the examiners, or my cousin took a test a couple of months back and he was very confident in speaking. But he was telling, as he entered the hall, the examiner looked very sleepy. He was saying. So as he replied to certain questions, especially for Q card, she acted like she was asleep. Okay? She just leaned down and she acted like she was sleepy and he did not tell any word. He had to complete 2 minutes. He thought she's not listening. He didn't tell anything, and his speaking scores went down for that. So the examiners might feel that you have by heart certain answers. Maybe you are producing it from the memory, or act like he or she doesn't listen to you. Okay. So in those cases, do not follow what the examiner is showing. Don't follow anything, any gestures that or responses from the examiner. Just follow with your answer. The question, hear it, and go with the answer. Okay, this might happen. Sometimes he or she might look into you or look somewhere else to make you speak. Okay, don't think that he or she is not listening. They are going to listen. The test is being recorded. Now, as I told you yesterday, do not stop with yes or no answers. What is why are you going to take a test? To give your language for them to assess you. Okay, so don't think that they're trying to humiliate you or something. What they do is they're coming to help you out with the answers. When they hear something, they will find points so that they can pass you through the test. So don't stop with yes or no. You have to give reasons why you said yes, why you said no. Elaborate your answers. In IELTS, you have to imagine a lot because sometimes the questions which you have never thought in your life or never did in your life might be asked. So what you do, you imagine things and answer to that. Okay, cook up stories. Next slide. Now, vocabulary and fluency. Vocabulary, the lexical resources might be in stake if you are using repeated words like and really. Don't keep on repeating certain words. We all have kind of vocabulary that we keep on repeating. Now, Tamilaga, can you tell some words that you repeat always? Are there any words that you repeat? Tamalika.
Yes, sometimes I repeat those like actually, really, and honestly. These are the kind of word I repeat, I think.
Okay, do one thing, write down all the words that you repeat in your speech. We all have certain set of words that we go for when you don't find any other words. Okay, write down those words and we'll find synonyms for that. Okay, so the next time you're speaking it, we'll get rid of those words and find to fit a new word in. But
Yeah.
Alanka, what set of words that you use?
For me, it's mostly actually sometimes I repeated
Yeah.
that things like you know.
You know comes when you don't get anything and you want the listener to be interested in your speech. Okay, you don't want to create a pause or make a sound. That's why you make this kind of words, repeatedly use words. Now you can go for ly words instead. Don't overuse that. You know, certainly, or go for words, for instance, such as I was telling, just paraphrase it, find some other words. Now, you can understand this better if you record yourself and listen to it. Take a topic. From your LMS, you can find variety of topics. So take one from that and speak for 1 or 2 minutes and then record it, listen to it. Then note down every word that you have repeated. Okay, you don't force yourself to do it, understand this. Okay, because it might affect your fluency and vocabulary. Understand and do it. Don't force yourself to use another word. Understand the usage of the different word that you're using in and go for it. Fine, Ganesh, do you have any words that you repeat?
You always do, and well, and like.
Like,
Most.
yeah, is the most for almost everyone.
Well roast.
Well, it's nice, but maybe in good proportion. At the beginning of sentences, that is fine. Okay, so as I told you, record and listen. Maybe at first you won't like your voice, but it's okay. Keep on listening to it. Write down the words that you repeat, or know where you're making the pause or giving any strange sounds. Know why you did it. So the next time you can concentrate on that. And when you're speaking for a test, or when we are practicing it right here, please concentrate only on your fluency and not anything else. While you speak, don't concentrate on the vocabulary or the grammar. Concentrate on making it a fluent talk. Okay? At home, when you practice, maybe after hours when you practice, you can go for the grammar check and the vocabulary, right words to put in. Otherwise, go for the fluency first, and the words will fit in. Now, when you're confident enough, when you smile a bit, relax and smile a bit, that will totally change your attitude to the examiner actually. You're showing the examiner you're cool to use the language. You're very comfortable to use the language. To have a smile at test or any interview that you take, if you smile a bit, that will show the other person that you're cool with everything. Okay, next slide. This is something that I told you yesterday about intonation, about your tone. Don't sound like a machine. If you do, the other person, the listener will think that you have by-hearted it. Or if you're not using English as an expressive language, if you're talking about something that you're happy in, the listener will think you either do not know the meaning of a word, or you're not getting the exact idea. That is why you don't have any expression on your face. When you're talking about something sad, about somebody's death, you won't be happy about that. You will show the regret on your face. Likewise, when you're using some words to express somebody's beauty, or you're telling how you love your mother, you have to make that expression come on your face. Only then the listener will know that you understood the meaning of the text, what you're speaking. Okay? So these are the things that you should keep in mind for a good speech that you're going to give, that we are going to practice. Next. So, like I asked you certain questions yesterday, apple polish and global culture and all that, the questions you might not have heard before. So, I told you, it's not the fast talk, it's not how fast you talk, not at all. It's how soon you respond to the question. So if you don't respond to a question very soon after the examiner asking, maybe you're taking 3 or 4 seconds. 3 seconds is very long. It'll take a long time. Okay, just check in your phone or something when you're speaking. Just keep the timer. When somebody is asking a question, you're taking a long time to answer. That simply means that you don't know the answer, you don't know words to put in that particular context. So what do you do when you don't have certain things to answer, or it's very difficult? You've never brainstormed through that thing ever. What will you do? What will you tell the examiner? You won't take time. You won't give any awkward sounds or pauses or anything. You have to fill certain words in. So how will you start that? A difficult question like apple polish.
I told you I'm sorry, I'm not late, or maybe I've never come across that word.
Okay, that is when you want to know something. You want to speak about the word and you're asking. So now difficult questions like you have not heard a global culture or speak about globalization, which you don't know anything to speak about. So what you do, could you please give me a second to think about it? Now while you're saying, you're filling in the gap. These are called filler phrases. This comes naturally to any native speaker. Okay, be it in English or be it in a vernacular language. Even if you're talking in your language, when somebody asks you a question, you want to answer, but you want to think about the answer to make it in a perfect way. So what you do, you tell something before that. Maybe the answer is on the tip of my tongue, or the word is on the tip of my tongue. I can actually remember, make the tone going, make the filler phrases going, and fill in the gap. The 3 seconds that you're going to give silently, please put words into it. Okay, so the soon you speak, the examiner will know that the better language that you know. Okay, so phrases like this, I've never considered that before, I've never read this word before, or I've never come across such a word before, or I'm not acquainted with that expression, I've never come across. I'm sorry, could you please explain what you mean? Okay, now could is a polite modal verb that you can use. Could. Always say could, please, thank you for the examiner. Always. I'm sorry, but could you? Or thank you when he returns back the identity, password to you. Next slide. Tamalika, you are there, right?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Now throw away prepared answers. Some people, they'll be very excited. They will practice through the cue cards, the latest cue cards. And towards the end of the course, they know everything. Every cue card that has been asked this year. So what they do, if for the exam they get similar or the same cue cards, from the memory they will try to speak something like a robot. So as I told you yesterday, we are getting trained to crack the test, learn English much better. The examiners are also doing the same to find out whether this candidate is speaking with good English or good grammar without any pre-planned answers. Okay? Whatever you speak, speak confidently because there is no right or wrong answer in speaking. You can speak anything that you want, but in the four criteria should fill in. I discussed with you yesterday the criteria in which speaking is assessed. Only that should be maintained. You have to satisfy all that. Otherwise, whatever stories that you tell, no problem. Tell about things that have never happened in your life or never did. Okay, the examiner doesn't care if it's true or if you're telling a lie or a truth. Okay, it doesn't care about the personal life. You can bring in somebody else's experience and tell that you did something. So whatever you speak, speak confidently. Every word should be heard outside. Alanka, you are worried about the accent. Just sound neutral. Pronunciation should be perfect for every word. It has to be understood by the native speaker. Only that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Next. Next one. So there are filler phrases I told you about, like I've never heard this word before. Now, what about when you make a mistake? You know that you messed up. You made a mistake. Or what you spoke doesn't have any connection with what you thought in your mind. So what do you do those times? The examiner can catch it because he or she would be proficient in English. So how do you correct yourself? You made a mistake or you told a word that doesn't have any place in that context. Would you go back and correct? Who corrects any mistake? A person who knows better, who knows the correct answer. Or take our personal life. If we know that we did something wrong and we know the right way to do it, we correct ourselves. Likewise, in speaking, if you're sure that you made a mistake, you can tell the examiner, let me go back and rephrase that. Rephrase that. And you tell the whole sentence or the idea in different vocabulary, in different synonym or different types of context. Okay? Or if you know you made a mistake, it's advisable and it's right to go back and correct yourself. Okay, this will show that you know what you're speaking about. And the mistake was made because you're overthinking about some topic. Okay, next one. Like I told you, vocabulary. You don't always tell for a discussion, especially. I do believe, or I agree, I think. Don't go for every question will maybe need your own opinion or somebody else's opinion, which you have to speak upon. So don't always tell I think, I think, I think. Just go for something else, in my opinion, or what I believe is. Okay? Don't repeat anything. If you know that you're repeating, the next time you speak, make sure that you are using some other words instead. Next one. Okay, this is something I told yesterday too, the grammar. You have a tendency to reply back in the grammar that the examiner will ask me in part 1 and part C. But in part B, in part 2, long term, cue card, a question is directly given, you have to speak upon it yourself for 2 minutes. So you will have to answer certain sub-questions that is given to you too, in lot of tenses, okay? Proper article, preposition, all that. Next one. Just brushing through what we did yesterday. Now, as you sit in the hall, as you sit against the examiner, the distance between you and the examiner would be a table. Not 2 tables, 1 table. So your posture should be nice. Don't sit too confidently. Now, as soon as the examiner opens the door for you, don't try to sit before the examiner. Be polite before itself. Before the test starts, just read through the PPT. Now, posture matters a lot. Okay, don't move your hands too much, or if you have a pen in your hand, don't do this. Don't do some extra activities. Just go with the flow. Gestures are fine, but don't just break the table. Push back on the examiner. Do everything properly, appropriate manner. Next one. Okay, now we can do some part 1 questions today. Alankar, could you please come on the webcam? Is it all right for you?
Yes, just a minute.
Okay, no problem. Now, Tamilaka, if it's fine, we'll speak with you next. If you can, please come on the webcam.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, can you tell me about your typical weekend?
Typical weekend. Uh,
Yes.
Actually, mostly it's unplanned weekend for me. Uh, Now here in South Africa, it's just we don't have too much family, so either one weekend will be the shopping, one weekend will be the catch up with the friends, potluck, all these things, and then mostly if it's any long weekend, then we just plan for some outing. So it's depend means we plan for anything or everything on every weekend.
You plan everything. Okay, at starting, I guess you told you don't plan. The weekends are unplanned. Did you
So
say
means
that?
yeah, means point here is like in 4 weekends in a month. So like one weekend we know it's something related a house, something related family. Second weekend with the friends, and then third weekend should we go somewhere some long distance traveling.
Okay, so do you like your weekends to be busy or do you want to spend time with your family, sit at home, relax, watch a TV? How is it for you?
Sometimes I prefer to sit at home with family and relax.
Tell something more. You just rephrase the question. Maybe tell
Are you
how you
asking
spend
me?
Saturday. Yes, yes.
Okay, so like I'm currently in South Africa, so I'll woke up late, then I will call everyone in India. I'll just spend 2 3 hours on call with my family, my friends. Then I'll watch movies. I'll take a long bath, shower time. That's it. It's a relaxed mode. Then I'll go for a walk in my society.
Okay, so talking about your neighborhood, are you interested in talking with people next door? Do you want to
Yes,
be, do you want them to be in touch with you all the time?
yes, I do like to contact with all people, my neighbors mostly.
Okay, what about children? If you have a lot of children going around playing with their bikes, ball,
Yes,
do you like
yes, yes.
sort of noise? Noise.
Yeah,
If children are
yeah,
making
I'm fine.
with,
Yeah, yeah, I'm fine with children's noise because I love children's, so I can play with them anytime.
okay, just develop answers.
Uh,
Just the
okay,
examiner asks you whether you like children or whether you like to listen to the noise that they make, especially during the weekends when you want to relax at home. So what do you tell? You tell answer to the question first. Yes, I do like children playing. Okay, maybe sometimes I play with the children too. I go outside
okay,
and maybe say hi, maybe give some chocolates or something. But maybe you can tell about some experience that you had. You can cook up
okay,
certain like the examiner stop you. Do not stop before that.
okay, okay.
Okay, I'll give you a different question then. Do you see dreams at night? Do
Yes,
you?
I do, but it's like when I woke up, I don't remember anything. It just I know something was going in my mind during the night because it's a restless sleep if you have continuous dreams. And
Okay, do you
it's
believe
obviously
weekends
it's a
bring?
good or bad. We don't know what's going on in your mind, and same thing comes in your dreams.
Okay, so you don't remember most of the time what you dream about.
Yes.
Okay, now do you believe you can dream when you're awake with the eyes open?
No, actually not.
Okay, so you are a person who is very attentive. You don't daydream.
No, I don't drink.
Why is that?
And now it's a natural habit. That's
Okay, now do you believe in people planning themselves or having a vision towards future? Maybe you can see some people sitting idle for some time. When you ask them, they'll be telling that I have friends who tell me that, who tells me that they'll be imagining or dreaming for the future, planning something for the future. Do you believe like that?
Yes, I
You
do believe, and even I'm doing the same. So, like, I plan means my future goals, my future travel plans, my future any activities with my families or friends. Because if you plan, then you can think and you start working on that action and to make it successful or make it complete.
okay?
So it
Now,
helps for me at least, and people should do that thing.
the child is singular form. Child. Okay, one child. When it
Okay.
comes to word plural, do we have to use s with that?
No, it's children.
It's children, but you are unknowingly telling children's. If
Okay.
s comes, it has to come with the apostrophe after n, or it can even come after s. You know, when it comes after s, a group's plural, plural of a group. In that case, it comes s comes after. This can help you in your writing. Now, otherwise, if you're speaking about this, child is a singular, children is plural. You don't have to, we have a tendency to add yes and make it even more plural. No, this is a plural form. That goes the same with pupil, person, people. It's not peoples, it's people. It's not peoples, people. Okay, certain silly mistakes that we make when we are speaking. Maybe we are lost in the thought idea and we make this kind of mistake. So make sure that you get rid of all that. Okay, concentrate more on what
Sure,
you're
sure.
thinking, what you're speaking. Okay, what you speak matters way less compared to how you speak. Okay, Alangar. The next time I ask you a question, you know, this is more like a psychological game that you play. What you speak matters very less. How you're making it sound with all the expression come on your face, giving certain, concentration on certain words. When that happens, the examiner might feel, okay, you're very comfortable in the language and you know what you're speaking. Okay, and keep on speaking. First thing, answer to the question. If you're answering something else, the examiner might think you don't understand the question. Okay, which you're doing, you're answering, but then make it a complete sentence. Don't give options, I mean keywords there, just the important words there and finish it off. Take care of your grammar by practicing. When you're speaking your fluency, a complete sense should make, when you're speaking each sentence, complete sense to come out. Okay, and go in part one questions, always go for 2 3 sentences and stop it there. You don't get time to stop it, the examiner will ask you. If he or she doesn't ask, if she's still asking why or what, you have to develop more answers and give more summary or things to that what context that you already told. Okay, Alanga?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Now you can go off cam. Tamalika, could you please come on the webcam?
Here I am coming.
Okay. Sonia.
Yes. Hi.
Hello, Tamalika.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, doing good today. I just woke up like 1 hour ago. Worked late. Worked till midnight yesterday. So I just woke up and sit for this. Yeah. So I'm doing
So
fine.
you're starting your day with a class. How wonderful. Do you like to have a cup of coffee before getting up from the bed or starting your day work, your routine? Do you start your day with a coffee or tea?
I start my day with green tea with my parents. So
Okay,
having
so
parents, and then I will have my breakfast. Then I will start my day.
okay, you like to be in family always.
Right now I'm with family, but I'm good when I am alone too, because I have too many friends there. I When I was staying at US, so there are large group, and every weekend we are having something special, potluck or going somewhere, and having some playing TT or playing badminton. Something will happen. I mean, there is a plan.
Okay, good that you're giving a long speech for every question. Now, are you comfortable with the noise that you hear outside? The noise pollution.
Noise pollution, no, I'm not okay. Especially in India, I'm seeing that in every occasion they are playing some loud music till like midnight or late at night, at least 11 o'clock or something like that. Recently, it happened in my neighborhood, and I was so disturbed. I was not able to talk to phone or concentrate on my work. So it's like simple picnic, but they are playing music till midnight. So it's something disturbing. I don't like it.
How do you think you can put a stop to that? Do you think you can?
Yeah, we already. My mom actually, she's some extrovert person. I am kind of shy person. I don't talk to people like don't do it, or I don't like confrontation or something like that. So my mom, she is like okay. She went there and talked to them. Say what is the occasion you are playing music so loudly? So they say to me, can you please lower down or something like that? Not much we can do because all are neighbors and there are different kind of peoples also. But anyways, we can request them always if they are like listening is good. Otherwise, if there is a sick person at home, then we can always come with uh, higher authority or somewhat.
Okay. Now, as you told, you are not that outgoing or you don't like to confront the people or situations, certain situations. Now, you also told that your mom is extrovert. Okay. So, it's important that we know what type of a person we are. These type of questions can be asked for your part one. What type of a person are you? Okay. You can either say I'm an extrovert and tell the reasons why you think or know that you are an extrovert person. Maybe because you go outside every day, you want to be in the midst of, you want to be the center of attraction wherever you go, whichever party that you go. So that's the reason why you think or know that you are extrovert. Introverts are people. Introvert people are those who uh, doesn't want the company of a large group always. Maybe they will, like snails, they will stick on to their home or whatever they're comfortable in. Introvert. Now there's another group, ambiverts. You know what these are? Combination of extrovert and introvert. Now most
I
of us, you're an
I think
ambivert.
I'm ambivert, not introvert, ambivert when I am with my comfortable group. Like I have a large group of friends. I am okay with it. That time I'm a different person. But other outside, if they are not my friend, I know face to face, then I'm kind of shy person. I don't go for confrontation or something like that. So
Okay. So
it's
what
fine.
you can tell the example. I feel that I'm more of an I'm ambivert person, but more of an introvert. Okay, or more of an extrovert. Okay, and you can tell the reasons why you think that. Now, Ganesh, do you think you are an ambivert or extrovert?
I'm an extrovert. I have a lot of friends circle. I have a lot of friends circle from my school days. From they are in a big group, but I still have a small circle. Very
It's
close.
important to have a lot of friends, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, do you go everywhere or when you're traveling in a flight or maybe a public transportation, do you make friends with the neighbor, the person who's sitting next to you, Tamalika? Do you make friends with people when you travel with somebody, when you travel with a group of people whom you don't know about? You talk with them, start a
Some
conversation.
Sometime I start a conversation or they are starting some conversation with me and I go continue. Sometimes it depends how if there are something like sorry, I'm taking pause. I'm just
Okay.
thinking what I do actually. So
Okay, so
some
you can say something that comes to your mind. Okay, with your expression or your tone, you can slow it down and think for the next sentence that you should make.
yeah. So it depends how the another person is. So that way, that depends. If I like him or like her, I will talk continuously. Otherwise, I'll be listening to song and just
Okay, so
silent.
if you're more of a listener, you like to listen more.
Yes.
Maybe that's the reason why you have a close group of friends. You will listen to all the problems, give solution for that.
Yes, that is why I have a like strong group of friends. They are like friends for like 20 years, from college friends or school friends or friends at work. Also, there are some people who are like family. It's friends more like family.
Okay. Do you give more importance to friends than your family?
I have done it in the past. I mean, sometimes I fight with my mom for a friend. I have done it. But my best friend, she was my college. We are in same college, and like
We
staying at a.
aren't. We aren't. You
Sorry,
were. Did you say
oh,
where or ah?
we were.
Okay. Continue. You were in same college?
Yeah, we are in same college, and we are the sharing same room in the ladies hostel. So she was like someone I talked like every day. We are talking even during summer vacation when we are at home, so we used to call like have a phone call for 2 hours 3 hours and always laughing and chatting. My mom used to, okay, why you are wasting so much time on phone or something, and I used to, okay, why you are telling this, why you are telling that. I fought with my mom, but
Yes,
I
that
have
was the same for me. Even when
yeah.
I went to school, I had a group of friends whom we had school till 2:30. So we come home 3 o'clock after lunch. We start calling each other to talk about some things. The color of the shirt that the teachers wore that day, or the expression on the senior's face. Everything we had topics to talk about. We never got tired of talking over phone. But I
Yes,
think that's not the same with boys, right? Only women go for that. Do you
What's
agree?
the gossip?
they are more like
We
in
don't
games.
gossip. We don't
They're
gossip.
they don't gossip that much, but I have seen in my office group there are some guys, they gossip more than girls. I mean, I have
Yes,
seen it.
that is so true. There are guys. See, you can categorize, right? Alankar, maybe you can come on the webcam. Sonia, we are missing you out here. We can't hear or see you. Alankar, could you please come on the webcam? Hello. Do you think guys can gossip like older
Yes,
women? Yes.
yes, we do sometimes in our
We
close group. Yeah,
okay.
so
Ganesh,
I
to
have my
that.
engineering group. Yes, so we are 4 5 guys and we discuss about everyone because in engineering life we know what happens everywhere. So we just discuss means even we have the big WhatsApp group. Still, we have 4 5 boys group and we discuss everything there.
Okay, so it goes the same for boys and girls. Ganesh, even you are agreeing that you
Of
used
course,
to.
in office, I used to, in our group, we used to gossip a lot. We stop behind our president.
Just
Okay,
point
talk.
here is like we like our specific topics and we discuss on it. But with girls, they can discuss on any topics. So
Yeah,
I'll think
obviously.
we are interested in gossip, but it just for certain matters for a specific area, not on every topics.
We women, we are like more like a creator. We can create. Okay, that's not gossip. We create. Okay,
Yes,
that's
I
a
do
better
agree.
word. Agree, Tamalika, Sonia.
I I agree totally. We can create topic, we can have fun like on our
Yeah.
own.
We
Nothing
don't
matters.
have to go out to have fun like boys. We can just sit inside the room and laugh about the things that even never happened. Imagine and laugh. Okay, now can we have a discussion or do you want to go to individual questions? Do you want to have a discussion on our topic or go to individual questions?
Are you
Um,
asking both of us?
are
Yes,
you asking?
yes. You can answer. We just have 4 or 5 members in the class, so you can answer
Okay.
anytime you want.
No, miss, I'm fine with open discussion with everyone.
Okay,
I'm
Tamalika, is it fine with you?
I'm fine.
Ganesh will go for that. Now, Sonia, you have to check with your audio system, your computer, mobile, or get in touch with the contact team if you're unable to use the webinar properly. Okay, or put the problem in the chat. Okay, fine. What do you want to discuss about? Do you want to talk about marriage or the importance of men and women? Tell me some topics to speak about. Somebody. Okay, thinking about what you can fight upon. Okay, maybe arrange and
Nice
arrange and
topic.
love. Nice topic. We'll see. Okay, now Tamina and Sonia, because your audio is not proper. If anytime in the webinar, if your audio is right, you can unmute and talk. Okay, so right now I'm going with Amalaga alone. Now Tamilaga and I will be in one group, and Alaga, Ganesh, maybe you can discuss on the same. When Ganesh is speaking from there, can you guys hear what he's talking? Are you able to listen to Ganesh right here in the class?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Yes.
speak something. For some topic, are you interested in love marriage?
No, I'm not interested in both of marriage and arranged.
Okay, you're not interested in marriage.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Can you hear
But
that?
maybe a third group then.
No third group. Okay. Do you want to create a third group? No marriage?
That's fine.
Okay, fine. If you want, you can stand alone and talk. Okay, no marriage.
Yeah.
Fine. So who wants to go with arranged marriage?
I'm
I will.
already loving one, so I won't go for arranged marriage. I will go for love marriage.
Oh,
Okay, you
even I am in
are
love marriage,
married?
so I don't know. But still fine. Then I will go for arranged marriage.
Okay, I didn't get you here. Tamilaka, you have done arranged marriage.
No, no, no. I have said I have a boyfriend and I'm in a relationship right now, so I will
Okay, so
go
you
for
go for
love
love
marriage.
marriage.
Yes.
Alanga, you're already married, so you can't move away from the topic. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, so arranged marriage it is. So we have another group, uh, no marriage. We will talk about the advantages of not marrying. So just take 1 minute and think through some points. Okay, collect some points to talk about. Alanga, while you were speaking, I forgot to tell you, you were using woke with present tenses. It's wake. I wake up in the morning. When you're talking about something that happens regularly, I wake up. Typical days, it happens every day. Woke is the
Yes.
past. Wake, present.
Thank you.
I'm just moving away from the frame. They are writing on points. Jotting on points. See,
Speak Hebseba.
Ganesh will speak from experience. Alankar, is your wife there?
No, she's sleeping. Just at 6 a.m. here.
All right. Tamalaka, do you have a pet name or any other name?
I have like my parents call me Moo. My nickname is Moo. Moo means
Oh,
honey.
me.
Yes, I'm a Bengali. So Moo means honey.
Okay, fine. Are you done preparing? See, we women like to plan our things so that it'll work out better. Fine, can we start with Ganesh here?
So if you
Why
ask,
do you think that marriage?
the first thing, I'm not opposing against marriage because I come from a joint family. So I always think if I'm getting married to a person, my partner should always be with my family. But I don't think so. In this generation, no one wants to live with the family, or be with the family, or work for the family. I'm not asking her to be with the family and work for them. Maybe I want her to be in my joint family. And I've seen my friends, my colleagues, most of my friends are elder to me, and everyone were all independent, and they fell in a relationship. You asked me about love marriage. They fell in a relationship,
Fell in relationship. Okay, nice word.
fell in a relationship, and they were pretty good at the beginning. And as days went on, everything
They
went
were
on
pretty
really
good.
well.
By that, what do you mean? Girls were pretty good?
No, both the couples were
Okay,
really,
the
really good.
relationship.
Yeah, it went on really well. So when I was around, I was in sixth standard or seventh standard, I guess. My brothers,
Okay, okay.
everyone, they had a partner, and all my brothers, they had no marriage. And now, if you see, everyone are like, please don't get married. I'm scared, and they don't adjust with my cousins, my uncle and auntie. Initially, it was good, and they were like, no, I'm gonna come to your family, I'm gonna do things, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be with your family. And later it went on, it completely changed, and all live all alone. And now it's like, uh, I'm scared to get into wedding, a relationship, or commitment. So I feel like not, maybe not because of that, and personally also, I feel I think I want to be single until I'm completely ready for a relationship, and then I can take forward.
Okay, so someday you might think
I
about
might,
marriage?
yeah. I
Fine.
might.
So because of the experiences that you had from people who are already
Arrange
married,
and love both.
okay, already married, you don't want to go for that. Fine. Okay, still fine points to speak upon when they tell something. So Tamalaka, do you have any points to tell Ganesh here? Did you hear what he said?
Uh, to some extent, actually, that voice was not that much clear. So I think you should have someone in your life who will understand you and is
Tamalaka,
it
one minute. Next time you using actually go for in reality or in truth.
in truth.
Okay?
Yeah, right.
So when you speak here, you can stop and just rephrase the sentence again. So that will be a practice to you. Okay, please continue. I'm sorry.
No, thank you. In reality, I think we should have someone in our life as a partner in crime, partner in everything. So it's a long-term thing, and you will feel good if someone is with you in your sadness, in your happiness. You can share your life with her or him,
Okay,
and
now do you think this partner should be there for life in your family, with your family, or alone? Are you taking this person as you both?
with my family and me, both of us. I mean, I'm not I'm not different with my from my family. So family is very important to me, and someone should accept me whatever I am and my family is. So that is very important.
That goes the same with the guy's family too, right? We Indian culture, we often, I
Sure.
think that's the same in your culture too. We girls have to go to the
I
boy's family.
Right. I cannot love someone who is not loving his family. But that is something I like most. If someone is loving his brother, loving his sister, and loving his parents, then that is the respect coming from him, that he's a good person. He can love me. So that is what I think.
Okay. So are you going to disagree or agree with what Ganesh said over here? Girls should
Uh,
be able to adjust with the boy's family. Does the same goes the otherwise? When you think about a boy adjusting to the girl's family,
No, now I think we are in 2019, right? So boys also adjust with girls' family. Girl will adjust with boys' family. It's a both way thing. It's not a one way thing. It's a marriage is a combination, right, of both family. Both. So,
so you don't think that because girls or women started working and going out a lot more than in the past days, they are able to adjust more or they find it more difficult to stay inside a group?
I don't think working outside makes someone different. It's from your upbringing, what you are. It cannot be changed. It's depend on individual. It's not working outside or working, not working as a housewife. Also, I have seen many example of a housewife who are not doing their work. Also, they are not doing outside work. They are not doing their household work also, or I have seen some many example where people are like in IT jobs. They are in IT jobs. I have most of the people who most of the friends are from IT sector. My friends are so I have seen that girl is working, boys they both are working, and both are managing their life and kid everything is very nice way. Like boys also cooking when girls is like they she has a lot of work or lot of pressure from office, and also girls is supporting when husband needs to work more and taking care of kid. It's like 50-50 thing. For me, I always believe in 50-50 balance. uh,
Okay, we have to balance every work at
yes,
home. Fine, we'll
also.
come back to that. Maybe we should concentrate more on the advantages in love marriage. Okay, we'll
And
come back to the topic. Okay, later. Alanka, please enlighten us with your advantage of love arranged marriage.
Okay, so even I did a love marriage, but I will say arranged marriage because arranged marriage is a part of Indian cultures. Okay, still majority of the
Culture,
Indian people
culture.
are sorry.
Indian culture.
Yes, Indian culture. So majority of people still going for the Indian marriage as a arranged marriage as a preference. Okay, so in arranged marriage there are pros and cons. Okay, it's love marriage. It's always depend in your surrounding. Do you find someone lovable to you? Then only the love marriage is possible. But it's not always the case. Correct. Like someone like if I'm going in army, I know I will be there from my age of 22 to 25, 27, and then I can't find my love. So arranged marriage is an option for me. And in that,
You
okay,
can't find love. You won't come for vacation. There's no way that you can find a girl. So you end up in arranged marriage.
no, no. So if I get a vacation, it's not an agenda for me. Okay, I will go for a vacation and I will find my love. I will get my true love. It's not possible always. It's always depend on circumstances. Correct. So that's what. But yeah, when you start for looking for a girl, even girl started looking for a boy search. Okay, it's always. But at least I will say that it's arranged marriage, not a typical way. Here, not a parent should not decide. Boys and girls should meet. They should meet 3, 4 times minimum. They should discuss everything, what their likes, dislikes,
But
their
in
goals.
Indian culture, I am from Kerala, but in Kerala, what I see in that happens in my cousin's relationship, they are not allowed to meet the guy for more than 2 times. If that does happen, it is called love marriage. So they want it to be formal. Okay, they don't want the guy and girl to meet until the day of marriage.
No, no. For me, that's why I said arranged marriage, but with new generations thinking thought process. If you meeting for 3, 4 times and then you are saying it's a love marriage, then no. If you
If
meet
that
for
doesn't
marriage
happen,
purpose and then you are discussing or marriage only, because love marriage you might in school, in college, in company, and then you started discussing other things. You had other goals. You spent some time on other things, and then you thought for the marriage. So that you
okay,
call
but
love
in
marriage.
Orthodox families, okay, when you take certain religion, they don't let the girl and boy meet for a couple of times and get to know each other. That is why we call it arranged marriage. They just do it. the elders of the family want to take place in it, take charge of everything than the
Yes.
youngsters.
Yeah, so
So
that is
that's
Indian culture, but I think even that's why I'm saying I can't take full side of arranged marriage because that's not a good thing where the people who are getting married, who are going to spend their next 60, 70 years,
But just
don't know
pause
each.
this topic. Okay, you have to speak up on this. You have to agree to this one. This topic is all yours. Okay, next
No,
time you're speaking, just support this and speak. Don't speak about the negative part. Just support arranged marriage. Okay? Now
yes,
you
no,
have
I'm
to create
supporting,
a
but
husband.
I'm going with a new way because the arranged marriage with old tradition, even I can't support. But yes, I can support like where it's fine in this ages, in this decades. If someone say I did arranged marriage, it's not a bad thing. I'm saying it's still good, but it just you met four times, okay, you know each other, and you start. See, it's again a relationship, whether it's a love marriage or arranged marriage, it's a relationship. If you after meeting for the marriage purpose only and then you started developing love, it's good thing. And that's why I'm saying in these decades if you're going with this approach, then arranged marriage is also good. It's not a bad thing that you did a arranged marriage, you don't find love in these years also.
Okay, so we'll come back to that, though I cannot totally agree. Now, Ganesh, do you think in this era, maybe in foreign countries, people who have migrated from our country, India, can also go for this kind of arrangement where they find the elders of the family find the groom for the bride?
Yeah, I have friends in the UK and they are from Punjab and they've been in the UK since they were born. And they tell me if I ask the chief, is your my parents okay if you want to get into a relationship with Brit or someone else in the culture? So they say we have our elders in our family who decide maybe like if they're comfortable with it and if they are okay with the culture and all those things, they can be okay. And always they told me was, our parents choose, we have to get married, and even if we want to fall into a relationship, it should be a Punjabi again, no matter if he's in India or he's in the UK. But at the end of the day, it's our culture that we need to follow. We cannot get married to a different culture. That's different.
Okay, so that is the main barrier when it comes to arranged marriage. You like a girl, you like a boy from outside your religion or your tradition, even your country, then that creates a huge problem between you and the elders of the family. Now, Ganesh, can you tell me the advantage of not staying married for your entire life? Let not that be the case with you, but tell me the advantage.
The first thing I would say is, see, I'm not posting arranged marriage and love marriage. So even though if you're maybe if I talk about arranged marriage, you're getting married to a person, just know for like 2 months, 3 months. So what if in the long run, if you don't get along, if she doesn't like you, if you don't like her,
No,
if things don't
I'm
work
asking
out,
whether you are staying unmarried for the rest of your life. What are the advantages?
first thing
Are you
you
coming
are,
to that?
yeah, I'm coming to that. So first thing, maybe I talk about arranged marriage. These are the few things that arrange, even in love marriage. So now in this generation, I really don't find any love marriage relationship work out. Hardly in 100%, 2%. Yeah, I agree with it. So just me, if you don't want to get married, maybe it's very hard. People say it's very hard if you want to stay single for the rest of your life. But I think anyone can stay independent. So first thing, you are independent. The second thing, you take care of your mom and dad, even though your partner is not going to take care of her. The third thing is that you won't have. It's good to have a lot of commitments, but the third thing is this responsibility. You need your partner to support you to take care of his or her mom and dad. I'm not saying I'm not going to support her mom and dad. She has to always be with my family. Maybe she have all the freedom to be with my family and her family. All that I need is she has to take care of my family as her family. And the fourth
Will
thing,
you do the same for
of
her
course, I
family?
will. I will already. I mean, yeah, I will. If I have a partner, and if she, I won't be like, no, you can't go to the mom's and dad's place. I will always tell her, listen, your mom and dad are like my mom and dad. Even if they want to live with my family, they can, because my family is a joint family and we are true love. Our culture is something like that. I'm not talking bad about any other culture. I'm trying to say is, I'm okay with anything she says. And the fourth thing is, you do not have any commitment, any responsibility. You won't have much pressure if you're going to have a partner. Is the only thing I want to say. Everything is fine and well and good, and if you completely know a person and you want to fall into a relationship with her, she's gonna be there for a long run, get to know her, be her best friend. Then if you're really comfortable, if you really know that she's gonna be your lifestyle partner, then go for it. Otherwise, do not commit.
Okay, so I'm going to change this no to yes marriage.
Maybe.
Okay. So
In
I
the long
think
run.
with the end of this class, he'll decide to get married. So because you are talking the positives of staying married, the beauty of marriage, but you're concentrating more on that. Maybe in the subconscious mind that is there, and because of experience, you're trying to say no marriage.
I'm scared to get married, actually. Yes, I'm very.
Tamliga, could you please, okay, Alankar or Tamliga, could you please tell the reasons why a person shouldn't be scared to get married? Even I am scared at times. Okay, thinking and seeing other couple, my friends or my cousins struggle with their life. Do you think we should go and compare or even take examples of members in our family who are married and not stay married? Alankar.
Okay, I'll start from my side. Yes, we should discuss with our senior members because they will share experiences. Because I don't know, means why Ganesh is caring, but I'll, frankly speaking, it's fine. Means you can manage all things. It takes times. So it's not a scary thing. There are pros and cons, and even it's not a cons. You can say it's just a new different things which you have to learn, which you have to adjust, which you have to manage post marriage, and
Is it
that is
okay to
possible.
compare? Is it okay to compare with the other members of your family or your friends?
No, comparison is not good. Consultant discussion is fine because everyone have their own different situation. We can't compare all things with them and judge, oh, that's he has a good life, I don't have, or this is something wrong with me and I don't have these things. It's not fine. It just if they
Okay,
have something
but
different
since
like
we are humans, we are social animals, we have to indulge in, maybe we have to be in the society, we have to get in touch and know and talk about certain situations. We have to be in conversation. You know, we can't hide away from society and get married and stay happy there. It's in our culture we do talk and understand what the problems are, what problems are going on in our family members or in our friend circle. So that might help, or it might help sometimes, or it might affect our own understanding about a particular situation. Right? Do you think that is a positive attitude to maybe go, or maybe your brother is having a good marriage, leading a good marriage. So you think, okay, marriage is going to take place and we are going to stay happy forever. So you get married to someone, but it doesn't end up. So even that is not acceptable, right? Comparing or maybe learning from somebody's experience. Do you agree with that?
yes, I agree. But point is like, what is your own choice as well? If you like to go with the people, if you are a alone person, you like your own company, then it's fine. You can spend your rest of life. But it's not possible. At least I know at least 90 to 95% don't want to spend their life alone. So you want a partner, you want a companion for the throughout your life, and that's why marriage is important.
Okay, that's a nice point. We don't want to be alone, right? We want.
Yeah. Sorry, you have your friends, you have your friends circle. I'm not saying you need to be all the rest of your life. Definitely have friends too, and see, I'm a person who always want to be around with friends. I always go out. I never stay at home most of the times. So these things they only scare me. If I got a partner, he's like, no, you have to stay at home. You need to do this. You can't go around with your
Okay.
friends. You can't do that. So you have a lot of conditions.
Tamilaga, do you
Yeah.
agree with the fact that, okay, Alanga, do you want to say something to that?
No, on Ganesh point means yes, even I do have friends, but friends have their own life. They have their own priorities. They can't be with you always. And then there will be a certain time or period when you think, okay, no, they're giving priority to something else. Even they are your good friend, best friends. Still, sometimes you can feel like that because they can have their own emergency, their own plans, and they can't consider or count you in all matters. That's why the partner, the fixed partner. Even I'm saying, see, now I'm not saying the marriage, but you need a dedicated life partner throughout your life. Then as a new generation, they can call it in a courtship relationship. If it is going long terms, it's good and fine. Just you want a partner to spend your life.
Okay, dedicated, maybe if a person is dedicated enough, he can understand or she can understand. Even if you're going out with your friends or staying a couple of days away, she can understand. Do you agree with that, Tamalika? Does women, constrain or control men?
Uh,
Of course. What about men? You don't control women at all?
I think you need to respect each other's feelings and
in
values.
the history, I think men mostly controlled women. Recent time, women are coming out and they are getting proper education. I would say in India we are far behind till date. We are getting something, but not equality till date. I think so. It's my opinion, and it's not controlling. I would the word controlling. I won't like that word. Someone should not control anyone. No one should control anyone. I mean, yeah, it is a
When
sorry.
talking about freedom, it goes the same for women and men. They
Obvious.
both should
I,
control.
right. It is always like independence, freedom, and space in relationship. I'll uh,
There is
repeat.
something called obedience. Do you think women should obey men?
Not really.
I don't think it is a correct word. I don't express like believe that that is the thing I believe. It's like obey is a big word. I mean, nowadays it's not like men should there should be obedience between someone like two people. It's like understanding someone, like supporting someone. It's those words I would prefer to express these things in
Okay. Now I've heard men say that my wife doesn't obey me. And I keep on thinking, Sonia. Okay, now I keep on thinking why they think like that. They just want women to listen to whatever they say. But if women start speaking, then it is a whole different problem there. So maybe obedience is what they maybe another word for dedication.
dedication.
And only with yes, only with love you can obey someone. You obey your parents because of love, not of fear. Also, maybe in our childhood days we were afraid of our parents, but growing up we obey them. We are dedicated to their rules or set of maybe some kind of things that goes around your home. You listen to that because of love, right? So that is what is missing in our Indian family, Indian culture especially. Now, as Tamlaga said, the activities or the household works at home has to be shared between husband and wife. Do you agree with that?
Of course, there are work. She might be work, I might be work. So I think we need to support each other, respect each other's feeling, give some space. Of course, I need to help around the household.
Okay, so you will do that?
I will definitely do that.
Alanka, are you a person who helps your wife at home?
Yes, I do always.
Because in Indian culture, men doesn't enter the kitchen.
No, no. So yeah, I know that was a culture. Even I can say my father was doing the same thing. But in this generation, we both are working. So we should respect each other's time, each other's health matters, everything. So when we came home, we take a half an hour break and then we both go in kitchen together and we start cooking. Okay. So I do support my wife.
That's great. Because only when you start doing things, you'll understand how difficult it is to get going, run a family,
Now,
complete
yes, now
response.
I'm a good cook after 2 years.
Okay. You're going to be great in a couple of years. Fine. Now, Kamlika, as Ganesh was telling, or as I was telling to Alanka, we shouldn't study or compare the good or bad relationship because it's the way that we live our life, the way we take from our experience, or as we see it. We deal with it. We live like that. So do you agree with that? Should you or should you not?
I agree that we should not compare, but we should take advices from our elders and our parents, mostly who are close to you, and you are seeing them from your childhood, and but go with your instinct. I mean, it's all about like what I want, or we as a in a relationship we both want. So if that is matching, then we are good, I think. And you have clear idea what are the expectations, and how you want your spend your days, like rest of the life, what your priorities. You can discuss freely. The life partner, I think, I see it that way. Like you can freely discuss anything. You can say anything to someone. So that is what I
So
feel
it's
like.
like how you take it. It depends from people to people or couple from couple, right?
Right. It's different for everyone. I mean, everyone is different. We are not same, right? We are, every individual is different. Everything expectation is different. It should go with your instinct or what you want. You should know what exactly you want. That is a difficult part. I think for myself, I was thinking like in early life, I have a some different dream. But when I like growing up, and I was into study and mingle with more friends and from different culture. I have like friends from all over India. So after like going to abroad, I have like, so learning from them also, but I have my own thing. So that is
Okay.
what they go with
I get
your
that.
thought, but you take advice from elders. That is also
Okay.
important.
Taking advice or accepting that, agreeing with that, or you just hear the advice and do what you wish. Is it like that?
Here that
Advice
advice, if
from anyone, right? You can take advice from your friends or your family, someone younger too.
someone, I have someone who have like some impact in my life, my close one, I will take advice from them, and I listen to them, and I want to think about what my situation is. That is on my own. I will think and I'll take decision on based on that. It's
Yes,
not
if I do it
sometimes
this
I
way,
think.
what will happen? And at the end, it will be your decision, right? You won't depend on somebody else.
Yes, it's my own decision. It's my own life. It's my own decision. Whatever I am taking is, I am the responsible one. Whatever happened, that way I think.
And when you do it that way, you don't have anyone to blame, right? You'll be happy
Yes.
with whatever situation, trouble the life throws.
Yes.
So, when coming to arranged marriage, Alaka, do you think we Indians spend a lot on arranged marriage?
Are you talking about marriage?
Yes, yeah, yes, expenses.
Yes, I do
Especially,
agree. We are spending too much on marriage expenses, and we should not do because see, means it's nowadays it's just a competition. If someone is doing X thing
competition.
in, yes, competition. Yes, correct. That's a correct word, competition. Because now 2 days marriage going on, 3 days marriage going on, then you want a Sangeet, then you want something extra events, you want event manager to handle your marriage, and
Yes.
nowadays, yes, so it's becoming more expensive nowadays. I just
It's
attended
more
one
like
marriage in Goa in December.
competing with your friends so that you can post better pictures in Facebook or social media. It's more like that. Now, pre-wedding videos and albums.
Yeah, means people call it to make it mesmerize, memorize, but if you think from other side, you're spending 50 lakhs minimum, and that's not a good thing. You can build your career, your future, your
Yes.
stability using that money.
Ganesh, you were telling?
I think it's the pride, the
Yes.
culture wise, yeah, they already
Especially the girls' family.
girls family. So it's the pride, and if you're in the society, in a well-known society, they'll be like, so yeah, he spends so much on my his daughter's wedding. I need to be a lot more than him. I need to be even more, a lot of expensive things that I need to spend on my daughter or the son. I think it's more of like culture and society that you're in.
But when you think it personally, you just have one day to celebrate your marriage. Now, what's the difference between marriage and wedding? Marriage and wedding. This question was asked for IELTS, part one. The difference between marriage and wedding.
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Just say something. You understand both the words?
Yeah.
Now try to find the similarity or the difference. Alanka is staying just like that, not even closing eyes. So
No, because even I heard miss something there is any difference, I don't know. But I can guess miss marriage is pure marriage, like whether two persons are meeting each other, that's we can call it normal marriage. But wedding, it's all about your functions, events. That's what I'm thinking.
yes. Tamilika, what do you think about that?
Yeah, so I agree with Alankar. I was not sure exact difference between marriage and wedding, but I think marriage is between just two person. It's like small affair, and wedding is a big function, or everyone is attending all functions and all. So yeah, I agree with
These
Alankar.
are the type of questions that you will get for your test, okay? Something that you never thought. Okay, and the examiner will want you to answer it, obviously, in English language. Even if you are
But are
not
we
sure,
correct?
correct, your correct and wrong answer doesn't matter in IELTS. Whatever you spoke is your answer. That is how you think, right? So I
Okay.
know, okay, now we'll discuss about that. Marriage is lifelong, maybe under a law, religious law of your country. It's a lifelong union. Wedding is, as you told, it's a function.
Sorry, can you please repeat because the voice was breaking?
There's some problem with this one. Okay, I'll get it fixed. Now, marriage is a lawful union between two people, maybe under certain law. Okay, it can be law of your religion or the country. It is lifelong. Now, wedding is what? The function that happens. It can go on from 1 week or 2 weeks, depending on the religion or tradition that you come from. Right? Do you agree with that, Anish? Yes, so these kind of similarity questions might come for your part one. Okay, so be happy as you are smiling and happy to answer. Just be like that for the test too. Okay, only then you'll be cool with yourself, and when you smile more, you'll be confident in the language, and the fluency will come just like that. Okay, now to the it's time, but last point. What about the children? Do you want children? Do you like babies?
I love babies.
Okay, so how will that happen when you're saying I'm married?
I love being with
You
babies.
want to adopt?
Yeah, I don't mind. I love to.
Okay. Now, Alankar, when it comes to love marriage, arranged marriage, the problem that might happen, be it anything, will it affect the babies or the children that are growing up in the family? The problem between the parents. How far will that affect a child's growth?
Yes, it definitely affects the child's growth. But depends. It means first parent should means the couple should sort out before they plan for baby. They should think whether everything is fine between them or not. Even if there is some problem and they're just having baby, it's not a good thing. It affects baby's health, baby's future, baby's thinking. Because in front of 2 years, 3 years kid, if you're fighting, that's not good thing. Then baby start getting introvert.
Yes, especially in this century, because both the parents are working, they don't get time to work out their personal problems. And we will be staying away from the family, the parents or the grandparents or some other elders. We have nuclear family. So children doesn't have a place to go. You feel like that when the fight is happening in the same roof, under the same roof. They don't have another room to go in. Even if they go there, overhearing everything that is going on. And some parents, they fight in front of the children, which will affect their growth. Okay, those children can grow up to be very arrogant. Right. So, what do you think about that, Ganesh?
Yes, Hebseba, I think it will definitely affect the children. And they need to sort out, when they are ready, they need to go for having the baby. I think the parents should be really, really ready for it. Otherwise, there's no use of having children. I have a few friends who's very close and they have been affected that way.
Okay. Yes. So you think children should be brought up where grandparents are there, elders are there?
Yeah, definitely.
What if that is not the situation?
See, my sister lives in South America and she's finding it really difficult having a nanny. And she says, I really wish I was in India. Few circumstances
The
here.
primary issue.
So my brother-in-law is working, and she says, I really wish I was in India. Maybe she doesn't even know. She doesn't even speak our mother tongue. She speaks Spanish and English both together. She couldn't understand. She was like, I wish I was in India. It's very difficult for her to take care of the kid, and she always cribs for my parents because I've been grown up with my grandparents and my mom and dad and everyone. So I think it's really important for them to decide having a baby when they want, where they want, who the baby has to be with.
Okay. Now, we'll have this discussion about children tomorrow, how children are being affected. Maybe you can do some research and come back. Okay? Now, it's time to end the session today. So, I meant to say, for part one questions, the questions are more like familiar to you. It will revolve around your personal life, the general topics about you. Okay, so you can always find some reason to relate to the question from your personal experience. Give some examples. Make it a longer speech. Okay, and always have a pleasant smile, which you both have. Ganesh, will you speak?
Yeah.
That is fine because the accent, pronunciation fluency is working with you, but be more expressive. Okay. Now tomorrow you will come around and speak. Fine. So do your research and come back. Sonia, get your technical issues fixed. You can send a mail to Pavan, Sudipti or Rajini, and you can CC me. This is my email address. I gave you yesterday, Hebseba. Yes. Or please send me a mail why you're facing this kind of difficulty. All right, so with that, I end today's session. So have research about children, the problems that children face, maybe playing video games at home because parents are not there. About food, they don't get healthy food, all the kind of things. And tomorrow we'll start with part two. Okay, have a discussion on that too. So it was a great day, great session to begin with you all. I hope you have a great day ahead. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Have a nice day. Bye.
bye. Tomorrow. Bye.
Bye bye.
So Ganesh, you're fixed with that.